Let me know in the Uber comments. This is footage that was recorded inside of an Uber on March 17th, 2024. The Uber driver picked up the woman at night and probably thought that it would be a normal ride. Sadly for him, things go south almost immediately after the woman enters his car. Some important context to note is that this took place in Chicago, which has had quite a few incidents with Ubers lately.
Go, you finna shoot up the car.
Shoot up the car?
Yeah, go.
What the f? What is that? What the f is that? What the f was that?
He just shot at the car.
For what?
Let me call the police.
Man, f this shit.
Let me call the police, Cuddy.
Diamond, go the car, yeah, go what the F, what is that? Was that he just shot at the car for what, let me call the police? Man, let me call the police. Sai, as soon as the woman gets in, she dubs down and tells the Uber driver to hurry and drive away. The reason she does that is because she believed that her boyfriend would use a firearm on their car. Now, it's unclear if this was the case, but 2 loud bangs were heard, which is definitely a terrifying thing. Fortunately, both the Uber driver and the woman was unharmed, and no other reports of any injuries or fatalities were reported from this incident. That being said though, it's undeniable that if this was directed towards the woman and the Uber driver, it is a case of attempted kidnapping murder. Creating chaos with loud shouts and confusion. Following shortly after, it was only after all of this that the people understand what was happening. Take a look. The people who boarded the bus were actually criminals, taking the passengers' belongings. All of this happened while the bus was moving, which put quite a few people in danger. One woman can be seen resisting trying to save her phone, but was ultimately unsuccessful, as the guy can be seen with it towards the end. Such a brazen act committed in the middle of the day raises more than just a few eyebrows, with many pointing out that most of the passengers didn't even bother defending themselves. What would you have done in this situation? The next video was recorded by people who were in their cars when an elephant suddenly blocked their way. They managed to get away unharmed, but when they looked back, they noticed that the people behind them were not so lucky. Take a look. The incident happened in the state of Kaka, India, and took place on the 31st of January, 2024. It just so happened to be at a national park where elephants reside. The reason why the elephant was so agitated is because the 2 men you see on screen decided to leave their cars to take some pictures when they saw the elephant. It was already too late. Sadly for the men, they cannot outrun the elephant, and one of them even trips over something the elephant takes advantage of. The man was lucky, as all he got was a few kicks, which led to no injuries. White peacock. This video was recorded by a person who went to the woods in the middle of the night. After a bit of research, it became clear that nobody truly knows why this is, as there are way too many obscure things written about it. One thing is clear though, that the atmosphere is very creepy, which is further amplified when a figure can be spotted on the path ahead. As the person walks down the past some bushes, he notices a white figure crossing the road. now the figure seems to be very long instead of tall, which is one of the first giveaways that this could just be an animal. However, when zoomed up, it doesn't really resemble anything. A person pointed out that it could just be a white peacock or pew. Of course, as previously mentioned, the correct context for the clip was not found, which leaves many questions unanswered. The video you see on screen right now was recorded by CCTV cameras on board of this ferry. It was captured in Quebec, and the content left many who viewed the footage confused and shocked. The reason for that is actually unbelievable. Have a look. A motorhome comes flying and lands on the ferry, right where multiple people were standing next to cars. Thankfully, the people were not harmed, but as the video shows, the motorhome got total. There were 2 passengers on board of this RV, one of them being the 40-year-old driver, Eric Bellick. He unfortunately passed away in the hospital. After the accident, his passenger, who was also 40, was pulled out of the wreckage alive. She was transferred to the hospital in critical condition. According to sources, many said that the driver of the RV was trying to make it to the ferry after it departed, but it was only later revealed that the brakes were actually gone, and he tried his best to avoid civilian elephant attack casualties. This video is allegedly from Indonesia. The content of the video is not only shocking, but also disturbing when looking at the context. 2 children can be seen at the start of the video, just sitting, when suddenly a man approaches them. Things just pee out of control from there. Watch the kids, who seem to have very sharp intuitions, understood what the man wanted. Before he even got the chance to approach, once the man was close enough to try, they both ran as fast as they can, which is when the man almost got a hold of one of them. Simply put, this was an attempted kidnapping in broad daylight. And these kids seem to be used to this type of thing. Given how quickly they acted, this is what makes the video disturbing. Nobody knows for certain what this may have entailed for the 2 kids. Had they been caught by the man, some Indonesian users who saw the video claimed that the man only wanted to rob the kids of their phones. What are your thoughts though? Let me know in the comments.